Family is the number one most important thing in my life, and as I get older, I realize how special it is to spend time with my loved ones. This is especially true for my grandparents. My beautiful Grandma Bobby is 81 years old, and my Grandpa Jay is 84. A few weeks ago, I visited them, and I sat down to hear their amazing stories and get some solid life advice.
He has a cold. I don't want him to kiss me on the mouth. Good. If you'll eat snake blood, you'll eat these eggs. Let me just tell all the cooks out there are failures all the time. All right, let's eat, guys. Time for breakfast. This is Mexican-style egg casserole.
So what's in here, Grandma?
Green chilies, little bacon, eggs.
Oh yeah, it has a Mexican flavor.
Yeah.
Like an omelet kind
I
of.
think it's...
Now, we're both in our 80s, so it's time when you start having these breakdowns in your body.
But you look great for 80s.
Well, thank you, but the insides are not looking so good. That's part of life, but we're okay. We are okay.
Yeah, we're okay.
What's on your mind these days?
Just living till the next day. Guys, that's it. I would like to have the body, and I would like to have the get-go like I had back then, but that's gone. You're tired all the time, take medication. Well, you see doctors all the time, so it's okay. I'm just happy my family's wonderful, and happy that all of my children have done well, and all of my children are healthy, and their kids are healthy, and that's the main thing.
Tell me your love story.
We really had a blind date. Some fraternity brother and his wife fixed us up. This was in Chicago. I was in Chicago for a wedding, and Grandpa called me up and said, "Get a bathing suit, we're gonna go to the beach." And I thought, who in the hell does this guy think he is, telling me to get a bathing suit? But I found one, and we went to the beach with another couple.
Yeah.
What year was that?
1960.
And then what happened? Did you make a move?
I tried.
So we went out for dinner, just the two of us. He started calling me every day.
Wrote letters.
Wrote letters and sent flowers, and it was very romantic. Then I moved to Chicago, and then we met on Labor Day, September, and we were married in February of the following year.
My thoughts when I met Grandma, said this is the one for me.
So then you proposed?
Not right away.
Not right away, no.
I said I wanted to change my shoes. My feet hurt. And he went with me, and he asked me to marry him with a pin, a fraternity pin, not a ring.
No ring.
No, because his other fiance was still wearing it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a long story. We're not going to get into
So
that.
how many years have you been married?
61.
So what's your secret to a long-lasting love life?
Yes, dear. Sorry, yes.
Always say yes, dear, to me. That's what he said.
What's the other secrets?
Just talking things out. We never argued until now. We argue all the time.
It's really not vicious. It's just kind of a fun argument.
Grandpa went on to tell me about his childhood growing up in Chicago in the 1950s.
There was a place in Chicago called Maxwell Street, and it was, I hate the expression, but they called it Jewtown because you could always get a better price. Or my grandfather sold fish. It was in the open air market, and it would get pretty cold out there sometimes. She sold fish, and he went around selling hot tea for a penny a glass, and they built a dynasty. And of course, my aunts and uncles and everybody, my father benefited by it.
My grandfather, because he didn't, have a job, he got a horse and a buggy, and he would go through alleys going Rags, a Lion, and they would come out of their homes and give him garbage, and then he would go to market and sell it, and that's how he made money for really his 6 children and his wife. My other grandparents, my grandfather was from Austria. There were 11 brothers and sisters. He came to visit his uncle, and then his mother sent him a telegram, "Do not come back to the country." And that's where the Germans had invaded Austria. And he never again heard from his huge family nor his parents.
So do they know where they were killed? Which camp?
Never heard again from them, so they were taken because they were Jewish, and went to the internment camps.
So the whole family was killed. 8 people?
It was 11 brothers and sisters, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, because he was one of the youngest. He stayed here for about 3 years when he got the telegram not to go back home. He stayed.
This is you were like 5 years old when that happened.
But I remember as a kid, Walter Winchell was on the radio every day talking about the deaths of the Americans, how many died that day, and what was going on. And remember when I had the first TV was 7, they showed pictures of the Holocaust and of the Germans, the Jewish people, or all the people that they gathered, showed them in the concentration camps. And I remember seeing the picture where they lined up men in where a deep hole was built, and they were behind him, and the German soldiers shot them and pushed them into the grave. So that I never have forgotten.
I always heard my cousin was in the Army. I was 5 or 6 years old when he came home, and they told me that he was just coming to see me. And I waddled down the long hallway we had when we opened the door, and he hugged me, and he says, I got presents for you. One was a swastika that they wore around their armband.
Oh, he grabbed it from a dead soldier?
Yeah,
Probably.
He stole it, probably.
And then what else did he show you?
A German Luger P-38, and they wouldn't let me have it.
As always, it was amazing to hang out with my grandparents. They are amazing people in my life, my role models, and I'm so thankful that I can enjoy quality time with them in my 30s. With that being said, I'm always reminded that life is short, and I recommend you to never miss an opportunity to spend time with the people you love. Any words of wisdom, Grandpa?
Words of wisdom. Stay focused, be friendly, and let the Democrats win.
Love you.
I love you.
Oh, you got that too?
I love you with all my heart.
We're gonna go to Europe. What's your dream country in Europe?
Oh, gosh.
Let's go to Japan.
That's Asia.
Asian, okay.
Denmark.
Yeah, we could visit.
England, because they speak English.
Is that where Bridget is?
That's where Bridget lives. This girl that I work with.
Oh, she's there now?
She lives there.
Oh, would you want to meet her there?
Yes, I said Bridget, she was just here, but stayed at my house for 2 weeks.
Then you have to go. Well, I'm gonna take both of you to Denmark, and I have it recording here so I can watch back to this video for proof that I am doing it.
All right, my darling grandson, this was wonderful. I'm glad you're here, and you come back soon.
Always come back, Gramps. I'm Drew Binsky, and thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe in the bottom left if you want to see more raw travel stories, and check out my main channel down right, where I bring you on the most epic adventures from every country. Also, I'm giving away for free all my best flight hacks on that middle link. Until next time, stay safe, be spontaneous, and just go.